Hello, welcome back to the uh, second section. Let's call it part two of this lecture. Um, it's not possible to run it through at a stretch like that. Please bear with me. We've been on different exercises. We are concluding actually, but there are other things, other exercises that is very vital for you to learn how to do, memorize it, and practice on your own. First of all, let's just go through these triplets. I'll play it again. You are expected to apply different kinds of vowels to that with one breath. With what? One breath. Let me give you a kind of example. There's what you call economizing your breath control. You must, when you are practicing like this is a training that you must constantly apply to yourself. That is, you need to practice this severally in a day. One breath. One more time. Go with me. Breathe in, out. In, let's go. Cut. One more time. One breath. One breath. I'll slow down again. That's going to be more difficult because you have to cheat. You know, really economize your exhaling. At the same time, you're producing tones. The two things are difficult to do at the same time. Don't run out of breath. Don't run out of breath. One more time. So easy to do. Now let's use this word. Oh, oh. Do that again. All right. A. Try A. A. Go. A. Okay, you do your own now. That's good. If you try that again and again, you'll be improving in your breath control. Not only in the areas of vowel singing, but also breath economy. What do I call it? Breath economy. That is, you're economizing the amount of air that is going out of you. If you have a candle around you and you breathe in, breathe out, if the flame is flicking, shaking, it means you are losing breath that fast. No. Always learn to breathe in when you are singing, the rate at which you exhale out. Economize it. economize it so that you can carry out a phrase without breaking in between. Okay, another one is another exercise that you can do. Please, I want you to take this very seriously. Repeat this video several times in a week that you're at home. Practice till you become perfect. Listen to this one. Again. All right. Okay. Okay. Breathe in. A out. Let me play for you now. Listen carefully, listen carefully. I repeat. All right. Now let me look at these are just triplets put into action. Listen carefully to this. This is another exercise that you can practice on your own. The more you play this video, the more you tell yourself that I am getting better, I am getting better, and keep improving in your diction, particularly when you're performing. Now let's look at this. It's quite long. I repeat, listen carefully. Okay, I will break it down. I will break it down. That is again. The next one. One more time. The third one. Again. Come back to Re again. Now, I will play everything together. Listen carefully. There are steps. Do, re, do, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, re. Fa, so, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Sorry, I need to, my glasses is not a sharp one, but I repeat again. Listen carefully. Do, re, do, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, fa, so, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. You need to learn how to do this. These are exercises that you need to practice on and on like that vocally. But by the time you now apply the tonic solfege into it, it will make sense to you. And that is part of tonalization I'm talking about. That is part of the tonalization. It means you must be grounded in identifying each tone of the scale. The easiest way to learn is to apply imagination, your reasoning, to how the sound sounds like, the tone sounds like. For example, I'm on E major, I'm C major scale. Now, I want to play, this is Do. If you listen carefully, in your mind, navigate through Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Quickly, when you can do that in your mind, the question is Do, 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 Ti. Is a suspended tone. Are you with me? It's a suspended tone. It's like hanging. It's called leading note. It's leading note, leading to where? Leading note. Do, ti. The consonants, the resolution. Do, do, ti. Once you can pick the tonic, that is the do of any key, and you hear Do, Ti, is hanging. Ti is the only tonal sound that sounds that way. Once you are able to locate your tonic, the Do, Do, Ti, Do, you will recognize that one. Do. The dominant is another tone that is easily recognizable. Is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Do, So. Everybody can figure that one out. Listen. Do, So, Do, So. Did you hear that? Do, ti, do, so. Remember the formula. It's my own creation. You can create yours. Once you get your tonic, that is the do, quickly in your mind, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, is the easiest. The technical name is dominant. So, Do, So, Do, So, Do, Ti, Do, So, Do, Ti. You have to. Once you get the dominant, the leading note, another easy tone to memorize is the submediate. Do, Mi, Do, Mi, Do, Mi, Do, Mi, Do, So, Do, So, Do, Ti, Do, Ti, Do, So, Do, Mi, Do, Mi. Those three tones is a giveaway. When I say giveaway, it means these are tones that you can quickly memorize. What I'm trying to say is that any singer that call him or herself a singer and cannot recognize notes or tones in a song, he should go back and start all over again. Do, Mi, Do, So, Do, Ti, Do, 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 Mi, Do, So, Do, Ti, Do, Do. re mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do. Do that again. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Last one. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Are you with me? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Remember I said, if you can identify these tones, the three notes, those three tones, mi, so, ti, they have their own characteristics. Okay, if you can't remember mi, do, re, mi, at least you remember do, re. But mi is easier to memorize, the tone to memorize. So is easier to memorize than fa. Do, ti is easier to remember because it's a suspended tone. Are you with me? It's a suspended what? Tone. It didn't rest anywhere. It must land somewhere. Do, that's a resolution. That's a resolution. You are resoluting. You are creating a cadence at that point. Ladies and gentlemen, I will also hint you again that I mentioned one word, economic breathing. Economic breathing is a simple terminology that tells you economize your exhaling. Exhaling. When you are breathing out, don't breathe all the air out at the same time. You know, when people sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound as the saved a wretch like me. I've had people sing that way before. Definitely, I'm sure you can't enjoy that type of singing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Remember your last word. Remember to pronounce your last word. You cannot do this unless you practice it. Believe me, you need to practice every day. You know, remember, when you are singing, you are telling a story. And when you get to a particular point and we don't hear the king is coming, the king is coming, and you say, the king is coming. Amazing grace, how sweet thou art. It sounds somehow. Well, listeners, ladies and gentlemen, please remember all that you've learned today. We have added consonants with vowels. We are still under the subject of diction. Please remember that it's so good to be able to pronounce your words clearly when you're performing. I'm rounding up now, and by the time I come back in my next broadcast, we shall be looking at what is also related to it, improvisation, singing, and singing with improvisation, improvisational styles, and what in the classic world they call arpeggios, acciaccatura, and then again the embellishing songs, what we call coloratura, you know, applying color to sweeten your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being on this program all the time. Please watch out for the next broadcast. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless you.